Welcome to another deep dive. This one is all about sleep and brain health.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, you actually sent in some research about how deep sleep might be cleaning our brains.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty wild, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. So we're going to be taking a look at an article from Science Daily called How Deep Sleep Clears a Mouse's Mind, literally,
Yeah.
which is based on a study published in the journal Cell.
Well, one of the most interesting takeaways I got from this research was that deep sleep might not just be about feeling rested,
Right.
but it's actually crucial for maintaining our brain function, our cognitive function.
Oh, wow.
Almost like our brains have a built-in dishwasher.
A dishwasher.
Yeah, that gets turned on while we're sleeping.
For a brain. Okay, I'm intrigued. So how does this brain cleaning system work?
Well, it's referred to as the glymphatic system,
Okay.
and it's basically the brain's waste removal system.
Uh-huh.
So when we sleep, this system circulates cerebrospinal fluid throughout our brain and spinal cord.
Cerebrospinal fluid. That sounds familiar. But can you remind me what exactly that is?
Sure, so think of it as this clear liquid that cushions and protects your brain and spinal cord.
Okay.
But as it circulates, it also clears out waste products,
Oh, wow.
including toxic proteins that can build up and cause problems.
Gotcha. So it's like taking out the trash in your brain.
Exactly.
Essential for keeping things running smoothly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But how does deep sleep specifically activate this cleaning process?
Well, this is where things get really fascinating. The study focuses on this neurotransmitter called norepinephrine,
Okay.
which is released in waves during deep sleep.
Neurotransmitter, meaning it's involved in communication between brain cells.
Exactly.
What does this have to do with clearing out waste?
Well, norepinephrine acts like a conductor in this whole process, so it really orchestrates this whole cleaning process. So imagine this. Norepinephrine waves actually trigger blood vessels in the brain to constrict and dilate rhythmically, almost like a wave-like motion pushing fluid through. So this pumping action propels the cerebrospinal fluid, which allows it to effectively wash away the waste.
So it's literally like flushing out the brain.
Pretty much.
That's amazing. But this research was done on mice, right?
That's right.
Does this really apply to humans?
Well, it's a great question, and it's important to remember that these findings are from mouse studies.
Right.
However, we know that humans have a very similar glymphatic system.
Okay.
And in fact, researchers have already seen similar patterns of norepinephrine release
Yeah.
and blood flow changes in human brains during sleep.
So while more research is needed, it's quite possible that our brains are getting this cleaning while we're in deep sleep. That's incredible.
Yeah.
This could have huge implications for our understanding of brain health, especially as we age.
Absolutely. And, this research raises a lot of questions about the connection between sleep and neurological conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Could boosting norepinephrine activity during sleep be a key to preventing or slowing down cognitive decline?
That's a thought-provoking question. But you mentioned sleep aids earlier.
Right.
How do those fit into all of this?
Well, this is where things get a little bit concerning.
Oh, no.
The researchers also gave mice zolpidem, which is a common sleep medication.
Okay.
And while it helped the mice fall asleep faster, it disrupted the norepinephrine waves during deep sleep.
So even though they were asleep, their brains weren't getting the same level of cleaning.
Exactly. The mice that received zolpidem had significantly less fluid transport and waste removal
Oh, wow.
in their brains compared to those who slept naturally. So this raises some serious questions about the long-term impact of relying on sleep aids.
This is making me rethink my own sleep habits, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm already starting to wonder what else might be affecting the quality of our deep sleep. And more importantly, what can we do to optimize this brain cleaning process?
Yeah, I think those are great questions.
This is just the tip of the iceberg, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
There's so much more to explore when it comes to the fascinating world of sleep and its impact on our brains.
I agree. There's a lot more to unpack here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So where do we go from here? I mean, if sleep is so crucial for brain health, what can we do to actually improve the quality of our sleep, especially that deep sleep where all the magic seems to happen?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And honestly, it's a bit of a journey of self-discovery.
Okay.
There's no one-size-fits-all solution, but understanding the science behind sleep can really empower us to make more informed choices.
Okay, that makes sense. So where do we even begin? I've heard a lot about sleep hygiene, but what does that actually mean in practical terms?
Well, it's a great place to start. Sleep hygiene refers to the habits and environmental factors that can influence our sleep.
Okay.
It's like setting the stage for a good night's rest.
Uh-huh.
Think of it this way. You wouldn't expect to cook a gourmet meal in a messy kitchen with dull knives, right?
Huh. Good point. Yeah, I guess I kind of see sleep as something that just happens, not something I need to prepare for.
Exactly. We often neglect the preparation phase, and then we wonder why we're not getting restful sleep.
Yeah.
A consistent sleep schedule is essential.
Okay.
So try going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, even on weekends, to help regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
That's easier said than done. My weekends are usually my chance to catch up on sleep.
I understand, but think of it this way. By maintaining that consistent sleep schedule, you're training your brain to recognize when it's time to wind down and when it's time to wake up.
Okay.
So this can make falling asleep and waking up feel much more natural and less like a struggle.
Okay, that makes sense. So a regular sleep schedule is step one.
Right.
What else can we do to create that ideal sleep environment?
Well, think about your bedroom.
Okay.
Is it dark, quiet, and cool? These factors can significantly impact your sleep quality.
My bedroom definitely isn't the coolest place in my house, especially during the summer.
Huh?
I also tend to fall asleep with the TV on for background noise.
Well, those are great things to address.
Okay.
Even a slightly warmer room can disrupt your sleep. And while some people find white noise helpful, the flickering light from a TV can actually interfere with melatonin production,
Oh.
which is a hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle.
Melatonin, yeah, I've heard of that. What about blue light from our phones and computers?
Right.
That's supposed to mess with our sleep too, right?
You're absolutely right. Exposure to blue light in the evening can suppress melatonin production,
Yeah.
which makes it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep.
I'm definitely guilty of scrolling through social media before bed. Maybe I need to invest in some blue light blocking glasses or something.
They can be helpful, but honestly, the best approach is to limit screen time in the hour or two before bed.
Okay.
Give your brain a chance to unwind naturally. Instead of scrolling, try reading a book, taking a warm bath, or listening to some calming music.
So it's all about creating a relaxing bedtime routine that signals to our brains that it's time to sleep.
Exactly.
But what about those of us who struggle with racing thoughts at bedtime?
Right.
I know I often find myself replaying the day's events or worrying about tomorrow.
That's completely normal, and it's something a lot of people experience.
Okay.
So if racing thoughts are keeping you awake, try incorporating some relaxation techniques into your bedtime routine. Mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing exercises, or progressive muscle relaxation can all help calm your mind and prepare you for sleep.
Okay, those are all great suggestions. I've tried meditation before, but I find it hard to stick with.
It takes practice.
Yeah.
But even a few minutes of focused breathing can make a difference.
Okay.
And remember, consistency is key.
Yeah.
The more you practice these techniques, the more effective they become.
Okay, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. It's
Yeah.
not just about sleeping for a certain number of hours. Right.
It's about creating the optimal conditions for our brains to do their nightly cleaning.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that what works for one person might not work for another.
Right.
So it's about finding what works best for you and your individual needs.
Experimentation is key. What are some other factors besides those we've already talked about that can impact our sleep quality?
Well, let's not forget about the impact of our daytime habits on our sleep.
Okay.
Exercise, for example, can be incredibly beneficial for sleep. But timing is key.
Okay.
Avoid strenuous workouts too close to bedtime, as this can make it harder to fall asleep.
So morning workouts are better than evening workouts when it comes to sleep. I had no idea.
Generally speaking, yes. And let's not underestimate the power of nutrition.
Okay.
What we eat and drink and when we eat and drink it can also influence our sleep. Caffeine and alcohol, for example, can disrupt sleep patterns,
Oh, yeah.
especially when consumed close to bedtime.
So that after-dinner coffee might not be such a good idea. Probably not, if you're aiming for optimal sleep.
Okay.
And on the flip side, certain foods can actually promote sleep,
Oh, really?
such as those rich in tryptophan,
Okay.
which is an amino acid that helps produce melatonin.
Tryptophan, isn't that the stuff in turkey that makes everyone sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner?
Exactly. Turkey is a good source of tryptophan,
Yeah.
as are nuts, seeds, and dairy products.
Okay.
Incorporating those foods into your diet, especially in the evening, could potentially enhance your sleep quality.
Okay, this is all incredibly helpful.
Right.
I'm already feeling more empowered to take control of my sleep.
That's great.
But I'm also curious about the research itself.
Yeah.
Where do you think this line of inquiry might lead in the future?
That's a great question. This research on the glymphatic system is just the beginning.
Okay.
I think we'll see a lot more studies exploring the intricacies of this brain cleaning process and its role in brain health. And hopefully this will lead to new therapies or interventions that can specifically target and enhance the glymphatic system.
That's an exciting thought. Imagine being able to give our brains a deep clean, so to speak, to prevent or even reverse cognitive decline.
It's certainly a promising area of research.
Yeah.
And it really highlights the interconnectedness of our physical and mental health. Taking care of our sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about protecting our brain health and overall well-being.
Wow, this deep dive into sleep and brain health has been fascinating.
It has.
It seems like we've only scratched the surface here.
Yeah, there's so much more to uncover.
There is. There's so much to think about when it comes to how we can support this nightly brain cleaning process.
Absolutely. And, the most important thing is to take what we've learned and actually put it into practice.
Yeah.
Even small changes to your sleep routine can have a big impact on your brain health in the long run.
So where do we begin? What are some actionable steps our listeners can take to ensure their brains are getting a good wash every night?
Well, first, I think it's about shifting our mindset.
Okay.
We need to stop viewing sleep as a luxury
Right.
and start treating it as a non-negotiable pillar of good health.
Yeah.
Just like we prioritize a healthy diet and regular exercise,
Right.
we need to prioritize sleep.
Easier said than done for some of us.
I know.
But I do think this research is a powerful reminder of why sleep matters.
Absolutely.
It's not just about feeling rested, it's about protecting our brain health and our cognitive function as we age.
Exactly. And remember those sleep hygiene tips we talked about. Putting those into practice is key.
Right.
Consistency is crucial.
Okay.
Stick to a regular sleep schedule as much as you can,
Yeah.
even on the weekends,
Yeah.
to help regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
Right. No more late night Netflix binges and sleeping in on Sundays.
Yeah, exactly.
But what about those of us who struggle with quieting our minds at bedtime? Any advice for dealing with those racing thoughts?
Creating a relaxing bedtime routine can really help. Give yourself at least an hour to wind down before you actually want to be asleep. Take a warm bath, read a book, listen to some calming music, anything that helps signal to your body and mind that it's time to transition into sleep mode.
So it's about creating a consistent ritual that helps us de-stress and disconnect from the day.
Exactly.
And what about the sleep environment itself?
Make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool.
Yeah.
Those factors can really impact your sleep quality.
I'm starting to realize that my bedroom is more like a brightly lit entertainment center than a sleep sanctuary. I need to make some changes.
Even small adjustments can make a big difference.
Okay.
Consider blackout curtains to block out street lights, earplugs if you live in a noisy area, and a fan or a slightly cooler thermostat setting to ensure a comfortable temperature.
Those are all good tips. And of course, we can't forget about limiting screen time in the evening.
Right, that blue light is a real sleep saboteur.
It is. It is.
Putting away your phone and other electronic devices at least an hour before bed will help your brain naturally produce melatonin,
Okay.
that all-important sleep hormone.
Right. And if you absolutely must use your devices,
Yeah.
consider using blue light filtering glasses or apps.
Yeah, those can help too.
They can, yeah. And, it's not just about the quantity of sleep, but the quality.
Right.
If you're waking up feeling groggy and unrefreshed, it could be a sign that you're not getting enough of that deep sleep.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Pay attention to how you feel upon waking.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling rested, it might be time to reevaluate your sleep habits.
Right.
And see where you can make some improvements.
Exactly. And if all else fails, don't hesitate to consult with a healthcare professional.
Absolutely.
There are effective treatments available for sleep disorders that can really, really significantly improve sleep quality.
I agree. There's no shame in seeking help if you're struggling with sleep.
Yeah.
It's a crucial aspect of our overall health and well-being.
It is. It is. This has been an eye-opening deep dive into the world of sleep and brain health.
It has.
It's incredible to think that while we're sleeping, our brains are hard at work cleaning themselves
Yeah.
and preparing us for the day ahead.
It really is amazing. And the more we learn about the complexities of the brain,
Yeah.
the more we realize just how essential sleep is for optimal functioning.
Well, I know I'll never look at sleep the same way again.
Me neither.
It's not just about feeling rested. It's about investing in our long-term cognitive health.
Exactly. Sleep is a powerful tool for maintaining a healthy brain and body.
Well, to our listener, thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Yes, thank you.
We hope you found this exploration of sleep and brain health informative and empowering.
And remember, even small changes can make a big difference.
They can.
Start tonight by incorporating just one of the tips we've discussed into your routine.
Yeah.
Your brain will thank you for it.
Sleep well.